Thursday, the 6th of August. And if you've been following me for a while, you know what Thursdays are. I post them every week on my stories. It's the heavy squat, bench, and deadlift days. Although we are week 2 of our peak, so we have about 3 weeks until we're heading overseas to South Africa to compete to world champs. What that means with it being week 2 is not crazy heavy. It's going to be progressing from week 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, but an exact same weekly split, so the same exercise, training days, reps, sets, everything stays the same. The only thing that's increasing is the weight. And that's exactly how periodized training blocks work. And then just repeat with another block. So we're currently in the peak, meaning we're doing singles. So today we got a heavy session of singles for 3 lifts. So I'm pulling out the big guns, my pre-workout, Optimum Nutrition. It's not like anything strong, but it's like my first pre-workout I bought. So every time I sip it, like gives me throwback memories to like, you know, the days, the good old days when I was like freaking hyping myself up every time going to the gym. It gives me throwbacks to those. And then beta alanine to add a little bit of a tingle kick. We also need to have some food. I just realized I actually am in a bit of a rush. So my thinking is I'm gonna have peanut butter. I'm gonna have peanut butter and Nutrigrain. Quick, easy, and high in carbs. Carbs is what you need, man. And I'm actually rushing because if I don't get in the gym quick, I'm gonna have to rush something else, and it's gonna domino effect later on because I have a PT session at 4 in about an hour and 50 minutes. And it takes about 2 minutes to drive, so I've got an hour and 40 minutes to get everything done. So we could go fast. Actually, instead of peanut butter, I'm gonna have honey because honey, better carbs, better source of carbs. You don't need like a full scoop. Fuck. Well, it turned into a full scoop. I'm not taking it back, but let's have a sip, see if I have that same throwback. I even just like smelling it sometimes. Bro, even when I smell it, I get a little bit of excitement, a little kick. Oh, that tastes like a banger gym session to me, man. Make this honey, head straight in the gym. I'll see you guys there. Alright, so now that I've done my general warm up with our gyms, leg swings, bit of bodyweight squats, the very next thing is now to start warming up more specifically. If I'm a little bit sore, I might do like some banded stuff, but we're alright right now. The next thing is to make sure, before you even touch the bar, if you're warming up in the gym, don't ever touch the bar until you know what you're going to be building up towards, the amount of reps and weight, even if it's a general idea. Now, the only time I would say you want a general idea is if like you're early in the gym. But if you've been gymming for a while, you should know exactly what you're building up to every single time. Amount of reps and the amount of sets, and then the weight, the target weight. Now that can change as you build up because many variables play a role. Like if you feel a tweak, don't ignore that. If it starts to get bad, if you're feeling amazing, you're feeling strong, and your program is like intensity based and RPE, meaning the weight you choose is based on how hard it feels, and you're feeling amazing, increase the weight. But never start a set, even start warming up if you don't know. Trust me, if you know and you keep that in the back of your mind, you treat every warm up towards that goal, makes it so much easier, man. So for my goal today, we're building up to 265 kilos for 1 rep or 1 set, RPE 7, and then backing off for 3 sets, 4 reps, and then we got bench and deadlift. So let's get straight into it. Yes, sir. Woo-hoo. 265, baby. That felt strong. That felt comfy, man. I'm really happy with how that moved, bro. Yes. Yes. Yeah, like I took some time before I started this rep to just really hype myself up, to build up that adrenaline, man. Because it's so important to never go into heavyweight flat. If you go on at heavyweight flat, man, it's gonna feel flat. It's gonna feel rubbish, unless it's lightweight. If it's lightweight, it's gonna feel light. But if it's heavyweight and your mind isn't primed, isn't ready for it, it's gonna just make it feel so much worse, bro. And it just goes in a downhill spiral from there, because you have a bad top set, you feel like shit, you're not motivated to train. Like, bro, I've had so many sessions where I've failed a top set, had a really bad session, and it's just made the rest of the session bad. But then when I really hone down every single warm-up, and even like the build-up prior to I get to the gym, it means I can have way better gym sessions. So I want to challenge you. Next time you go to the gym, hype yourself up, get excited. Now, it's easy for me to say to get excited, but how do you actually do that? You really have to think, what exactly do I want to achieve? What physique do I want to strive for? But what, more importantly, if you had this physique, how would it make you feel? Like, what would you now be, do, and have and feel if you finally had this physique? Or maybe it's strength. What would you be able to be, do, and have now that you have that strength? And how would you feel? Think of that. Think of like, all right, I've finally got this physique and strength. Like, I'm at this gym that I always train in, like I've got big weights loaded up. There's people watching me, man. Or maybe it's like, you're not too worried about what other people think and you're just doing it for yourself. Like you want to be able to know that you've shot for a goal and then you've conquered it. You've went out and done what you said you go out and do. And you build that inner confidence, whatever it may be, man. Shoot towards it, think of that, and it will excite you. And then if you carry those things, like as you go to the gym, listen to hype music, sip on your pre-workout, make sure it's your favorite flavor, so just amplifies it, that good sweet taste. Chuck on your banger music, do a few little dance moves while you're in the car towards the gym, and bro, I promise you, you'll have one of the best training sessions. Carry that into the warm-up. Listen to some good music, bro. Almost dance as you get into your warm-ups. That's why maybe I do my star jumps, because it's low-key a dance, and I try and match the beats to the song that I'm listening to, like every time I'm landing. And it just makes it so much more enjoyable. And then treat every warm-up as something exciting, man. Feel the blood pumping, and I promise you, you'll have the best training session of your life. All right, now we're gonna check on the back off sets. Let me really quick check what I have. Says 265, baby. Let's go. So we have now 235. So I'm gonna load it up and go straight into it, because we don't want to get too pumped for time. Plus, I've been yapping for about 4 minutes anyway, so. Now we got deadlifts and bench press. Time to get ready. Ooh yeah. Check the knee sleeves off. Oftentimes, towards the end of my sessions, I'm like cramping, and if you get cramps during squats and you wear knee sleeves, often it's just the compression that you get from the knee sleeves. But if you do get cramps, my recommendation to help fix cramps, if you're already getting cramps, there's gonna be some delay before it gets fixed. You just gotta accept that. I don't think there's an instant fix to cramps during a gym session. And if there is, freaking let me know in the comments, because I want to know. But if I am getting cramps, there's a delay about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, maybe even longer. or maybe there's a placebo effect, but the first thing I'm going to do is water, some sort of sodium, either just straight Himalayan salt or soy sauce, high in salt, banana, some sort of carbs, or if I freaking have electrolytes, I'll just have electrolytes. What I just listed before that was like DIY electrolytes, but either one works, you know. Alright. But the worst cramps I've had, I don't know, probably freaking hamstring ones are by far the worst cramps I've had in the gym, man. Quad cramps are up there too. But yeah, I don't know, those are the type of cramps I get. I did feel a little bit lightheaded during that one. I don't often feel lightheaded during bench, but that one I did. Often it's overhead press or incline, but we did feel a little bit. I mean, I have been actually feeling a little lightheaded after the deadlift. I know it's just to do with the change of blood pressure. I've never actually ever passed out fully. There's only been one time I've come like kind of close to it. I was like 3/4 passed out, but we stood back towards. But you know, you do, on a real note, you got to be careful. You got to be careful not pushing yourself to like passing out, because it's the frickin' falling on your head, mate. Not a good vibe. Not a good. That moves slower than I'd like, but we're gonna hit the gap. I'll see you guys later. It is coming up 8 o'clock and we're finishing our workout. Normally I'd get everything done in that one session, but I had to boost to a PT session in the last 4 hours. I've done coaching classes and sessions. It was my fault. I just didn't get organized enough to make sure I had enough time to get everything I got done in that one session. But nonetheless, I'm gonna get what I need to get done. I'm gonna take ownership for my mistake for not being organized to get it done in that one slot, but then also make sure I don't slip up and I get exactly what I need to get done. I fulfill what is expected and what I need to get done, even though obviously it's not an ideal manner, and not to neglect or ignore my mistake. But we're out here in the empty gym, finishing. This is my last set of lat pull down, and I've just done my other exercises that I hadn't got done. Let's finish strong one. Alright, time to boost time, cook myself a mother feed, and get organized for the next day. But yeah, let's go. We get this done, man. Yeah, long day. It was a long day today, but nonetheless, we keep taking one step at a time, and I want you guys to take one step at a time. You know, you can't conquer the mountain one day, but you can do one step. Can't do everything, you can do one thing. So do one thing towards your goals, one step. Make sure you hit that subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.